Hello, everyone. It is like 3 o'clock in the morning, but I had a message I wanted to record so I would remember it and also to remind myself what I'm doing, the path that I am taking. Um, so the reason I'm up at this hour is because I woke up in the middle of the night and I realized there was no power in my room going to the AC. And my room is like separate. It's like connected, but it was built on. So it's like the breaker is not the same as the rest of the house. And that part I remembered. See, I'm newly single. And I was like, why didn't I pay more attention with some of this stuff? So anyway, so I'm like, I all I remember is that the breaker is outside of in my room, to my room. The breaker to my room is outside. And I finally find the breaker box, so I'm like looking at it, and everything I had Googled said that, and everything that I had been taught is that when a breaker's tripped, it's on the off position. And Google even said like, or it could be halfway. And I'm like looking at all the breakers. I go to the one in the garage. It's for the regular part of the house. None of those are tripped. I keep going back outside to that breaker. I'm like, I know. And I keep looking for another breaker box. And long story short, I finally find the breaker. It wasn't in the off position, but there was a light on it. So I guess that's another indicator. It's still on the on position, but there was a light on. Because when I flipped it, the light went off. I was like, oh no, I messed something up. No, that was it telling me that's the one that had tripped. Anyways, so then, so like, when you're newly single doing stuff, you're like, yeah, I did that. So I was kind of on this like little like, look at me, peacocking just to myself because everybody's asleep. And I was watching a YouTube video of this chick I like to follow who kind of does the same kind of stuff that's following her, heart path, her soul's path, her true path, of how, I feel led to be living as well. And it got me thinking. I had a friend reach out to me and to offer me a job. Okay, so like I said, I'm newly single. Um, and I've just been trying to do stuff to work at home because I homeschool my kids. So being at home and having something that pays well but is flexible to me, those are some of my priorities of what I want. And anyway, so this job, it's basically like a CNA. She put CNA, but I think it's CNA type job. It's you work with handicap or maybe elderly, but it's like cooking and cleaning for them, and sometimes I guess bathing them, but it pays 16 an hour part time. So 16 an hour kind of enticed me. And I was like, even if it's part time, 16 an hour, I could probably at least, start paying my bills and being able to just afford all the, you know, I would be able to start taking care of, my financial end of what I need to be taken care of. But then the more I think about the job, the more like just thinking about going on that path, it's just like, I've never wanted to do that kind of work ever. I've never wanted to do like CNA and start following into it, like, doing that kind of stuff. And the part-time, but it basically sounded like the job would be, me to fill in when people call in, or, people on vacation. And so, like, that gets kind of rid of, like, that flexibility that is so important to me finding. Um, so it's like when I think about it, the only thing that's checkmarked is the amount of money. Everything else, it's like, I feel like I would just be miserable. And so I'm going to be turning down this job, but I wanted to come on here and talk about it because when you are on your soul's journey, and when you are saying yes to only the truth of who you are and what you came here to do, yeah, to a lot of people, that job sounds like a good idea. Like, if you're just living in the physical world, like, yeah, that job would be a great idea. It pays well, it's just part-time starting out. It, I live in a small town. I don't have a vehicle right now. I can walk to it, and anytime I can't, then there's a vehicle that I could ride to get to the other location. So in the physical world, that sounds like, yes, like that's logically what you do. Okay. But when you're on your soul's journey, when you're on your path of uncovering the true you of yous and following that purpose, things don't make sense in that path. And for me, saying no to that job, when I'm following that part of me, that makes sense. It's like, okay, that is a lot of what I don't want. It checks off so many of what I am not looking for. And it's like, if I'm truly here to be on my soul's path, sorry, my thing about Bill, then I need to embrace that things are going to come my way that don't check off anything that I am looking for in all parts of life, not just jobs. I had like a shanky setup, so it keeps trying to follow. Not just jobs, but, all areas of your life. You're going to have to let go of that logical, physical, this sounds like a good deal, and really reach in and know that if that part isn't fulfilled, then the answer is no. Then you need to be true to you, because what this is, it's like a test or whatnot of, are you really going to follow? Are you really committed to the soul's path? It's what it wants to know. Are you going to bail as soon as things get hard? It's, you're constantly going to be tested in life. And when you know things about what you want in life, like sway, like first time round, then, the universe, God, your soul, everything's going to know that now you're not ready for this path. You aren't ready for this path. So we'll just let her just go on her way. She's going to keep following the physical path. And that's okay too. Like if that's what you decide, that's fine. But if you are truly, truly on the path of uncovering yourself, of letting go of everything that makes sense and truly trying to find your inner path, your inner voice, your soul's journey, then there's gonna be times when you're doing stuff that just doesn't make sense. And you're gonna talk about it to people and they're gonna be like, well, you're just taking crazy pills. Why wouldn't you take that? Why wouldn't you take that sensible job? You're a single mother now. You've got to support yourself. And yes, those are absolutely my goals, is to support myself, but also do it fulfillingly on my soul's journey. That's the whole reason that I am single. It's because I finally said enough is enough. I have a mission, and I cannot do that mission when I was in that relationship. I couldn't. It wasn't going to work. The paths were no longer going the same way, the same direction. It was no longer fulfilling anything in my life that needed to be fulfilled. So anyways, I just wanted to get on here to remind myself that I'm not taking that job. That I'm following my true paths of paths, me, my soul's journey, and to encourage you, if you are on your soul's journey and you are finding yourself in crossways of doing the logical thing or staying on your path, I'm here to support you as well. Let's support each other while people are calling us crazy because we're not taking the sensible things that life has to offer. We're on our soul's path. We are here for the magic of life. We are here for something truly bigger and better for ourselves. So I hope this message resonates with you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and just know I'm here on the crazy train with you, and we will uncover our soul's journey together. Take care.